Carrington all over her. Clark eyes up. Bounces to Boston. Boston one-on-one with Jones, will flip it in.
2 for 1.
Clark, bounce pass. There's Boston.
That's where one guard is just a lot stronger than the other because of her experience and maturity.
Nice look from Clark, and Smith lays it home. So you have 2 assists and a bucket on the first 3 possessions.
We have seen Caitlin Clark play, showing what made her such.
Here's Clark. Trying to wheel into some space, gives it up. Benley lays it in. 4th assist for Clark.
Is with her head up here navigating, sees that 2 defenders are bouncing around beautiful because it looked like she was going to take the shot last second.
The magnifying glass and the pressure as Bonner can't hit. Benley the rebound. Here comes Clark. Bouncing to Benley, who lays it in.
To be only tonight, but this season. Watch this connection. One more time. Caitlin out.
Oh, Jewel Lloyd misses after a tremendous move, but we are tied right now. Clark to Samuelson, and there is, believe it or not, folks, the biggest lead of the game. Here's Clark with it. Benley inside against the taller Mercedes Russell, and still gets it to go.
Here's 25. How about Benley running the floor there? And the find there from Clark. Everybody talks about the logo threes.
Yeah, they do. Nice concept, good execution.
Gustafson, too much. Long rebound to the Fever.
Oh, Benley. Don't wait.
Transition defense.
Such good athletic specimens, and I think it's so much fun to see like how Megan Gustafson has recreated her body. She changed herself from a post in college to being a power forward in the WNBA. It's amazing how that they've...
Clark's career high, her jersey number. It's 22 points. She's closing in on it. Give and go with Boston. Clark, kick out. Here's Mitchell. You bets.
Watch these plays right here. Good basket cut, and then instead of trying to challenge against the shot blocker inside, she kicks it to Mitchell.
Clark lobs it. Benley finishes.
I mean, Caitlin Clark's putting it right on the money right here. And she's a big fan of the Crustable pregame, Pat. You gotta love the Crustable peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, look at Nalissa Smith running the floor. And it's been the Nalissa Smith show here in the first quarter.
See, this is the small lineup I'm talking about with Caitlin Samuelson at the 4.
Clark bounce pass it. Smith again.
By Caitlin Clark to recognize 2 bigs. And Nalissa Smith sees that she has a wide open lane to the bucket. Just a great delivery. I mean, putting it on the money.
To the Commissioner's Cup final. What a dish. Down the floor. Wallace, the finish plus the foul. On a beautiful delivery from Clark.
For Caitlin Clark's game, the deep 3 is one, and the get-ahead pass is another. Oftentimes, it's 2. And there's been many times early in this season where that has not been the case and have allowed too much dribble penetration.
Well, and it allows them. Oh, what a dime. My goodness, the pass from Clark to Katie Lou Samuelson.
Maybe big 3s and D.
We can come up with something. We'll workshop it.
We're workshopping it.
Kelsey Mitchell lays it up and in there.
You can still establish yourself as a leader, as a future leader for the franchise. And that takes a little bit of perspective. And Caitlin Clark, she's going to get so much attention that she can find players cutting and moving. And
gets her on the bounce. Dolphin too strong. Quickly up the floor is Mitchell. Beautiful find from Clark as Mitchell lays it up and in.
Indiana's going to have to try to win this a second time here after that brilliant first half. Oh, Clark, beautiful feed, and there's Boston.
This play right here, she comes off the elbow. Coffee switches on, and then that escape. Her arm's going to fall off. Brian Howard, shoot till your arm falls off.
Clark bounces, Boston the spin and the finish. Well, the offense is woken up for Indiana.
Open in the corner of her eye, and she knocked it down.
Caitlin Clark scoreless since 5:51 left in the first quarter, and she post speeds Aaliyah Boston. Mentioned 7 lead changes, 10 ties. Largest lead for either team has been 7. Clark with the kick out to Samuelson. At the end of the quarter, knocks it down. Against Atlanta on Thursday. She's got 3 threes in this first half.
And you see how Clark draws the 2 players, and that's why.
He was the only one back there for Indiana as Clark whips it inside. 2 more for Boston.
Good job by the Dream getting back in transition defense, because that's where Kelsey Mitchell likes to strike.
Wallace left alone, and third triple goes for Indiana. With Mia Coffey getting the assignment in the second half. Boston, beautiful dive to the rim.
Could have held for one, did not, but able to hit. Here's the flick ahead. Alyssa Smith lays it in on the delivery from Clark. She finally missed one. Kennedy Carter had been 6 for 6 from the floor. Here's Clark. Finds the cutter. Boston inside for 2. Again, it's Clark to Boston.
Erling is a Gumake. Going right off the window, no good there. We've seen a couple of bunnies on both sides missed thus far. Clark now over the top. Another nice pass, and this one is converted. You just see the touch by the rookie. Round to Russell Pick. Now to Horston. Gets a decent look. Can't get it to go. All of a sudden, that's 6 of 10. Not looking so hot anymore. And a baseball pass down court. And with passing. Look at this.
This is a pass that not very many players can make from behind the free throw line on the money.
And one other thing, if Caitlin Clark gets going, she's one of the few players that has the ability to turn your own building against you. Griner has it come off. Clark with the pull. Boston with a nice rim run. Christine, a little bit earlier, I asked Diana, what was your playing weight at UConn? She said 180. I said, what's your playing weight now? She said 155.
Well, there were
25 pounds.
Few factors that. Well, as you mentioned earlier, Mark, Caitlin.
Clark gets a screen from Boston. There's the pick and roll, and easy. Look.
Has to play if they're going to pull the upset here. Watch this screen and then a nice pocket pass.
We talked to Caitlin earlier today, and she talked about how that chemistry is getting so much better. And is there any better passer right now from the backcourt than Caitlin Clark?
And Jonquel Jones had the final say. First lead for the Liberty that didn't last long as Smith puts the Fever back on top. And a Fever.
And they need Smith in the game, and this is just a simple transition bucket.
Caitlin Clark, 13 points, pocket pass to Aaliyah Boston. Those two keep getting better and better together.
And Hines Allen will launch and miss on a 3-ball. Mystics have opened up 0-4 from the floor. Clark, good feed inside. It's Samuelson. Walker Kimbrough, she will launch. Samuelson, nice pass there to Clark. Clark behind the back. Oh, it's Smith with the finish. Brilliance from Caitlin Clark.
You run. This can happen. What a delivery. Clark behind the back to Smith.
A nice job to recover. It bounces inside. Pretty fine to Mitchell. This is where Caitlin Clark wants to play faster. Oh, she finds a cutting Boston, and the vision from Clark. She's got 5 assists in just over 5 minutes. Well, she's had everything going here in the first quarter.
Xander Lucini, some good length on the perimeter on Caitlin. That is a tough pass, and somehow she got it in.
In terms of holding on to the basketball.
The Fever with the ball. Clark passed up the long 3. Into Boston. Give the assist to Clark with the Boston finish. Nice. Boy, Enrique gave it to Cowan, who couldn't finish. Behind the back again for Clark. Give her another assist. And a chance for a 3-point play for Smith.
In transition. Whoop. And a little spin on the finish as Melissa Smith went to the line and did in fact complete the 3-point play. Yeah, 3 back behind the back, Caitlin Clark passes.